Ah. Get some viewers. How many viewers? Doing another live drive vlog. There he is. What's up, brother Warlock? Alright. Oh, one. Back to one. Still with me, brother Warlock? How you doing? I'm good, brother. So. I'm doing good. But yeah, it's the episode. Doing another live drive vlog. Place I'm heading off to right now is the shops on West Ridge, because I need to, I don't know, I figured like stop by the alright, yeah, share the video. Alright, man. But anyways, we're doing another live drive vlog, but this is what I'm officially calling it. So gonna head out to 13 Verse Comics in the shops on West Ridge. Wait for the Warlock to come back on. Alright, Warlock's back. Brother Warlock's back. Alright. So, I'm officially titling this live drive vlog with the month and the date included onto it. So, video shared on Facebook. Alright, thank you, my man. So, like I said, I'm officially titling this as live drive vlog. Heading out to the comic book shop on the shops on West Ridge, 13 Verse Comics. Yeah, it's kind of like that. Yeah, it's like a solo mall adventure thing, but heading out to the shops on West Ridge. Go find us some comics, man. If I can get out this flipping driveway. Alright. First, I'll back her up. There are people coming by. It's a very bad connection again. Warlock, I'm gonna give you a heads up. This video will experience some bad connection, so bear with me. Alright, we're back. Like I said, this vlog will experience some bad connections, so meaning it will be lagging. Alright, so we are on West Ridge Road in Manitou. I'm going to make a left turn here as soon as I get the green. Alright, battery's good. Alright. Coming up. My turning is going to be a little bit impossible due to the weather cut, as it is snowing like a mother. when my light goes red, I have to complete my turn. And I gotta complete my turn. Oh, slow. Oh man. Yeah, driving on the snow, man. You gotta be careful. It's like you definitely have to drive slow as molasses, man. Gotta drive slow as molasses on here, guys. Well, I'm trying to think. It was like this morning. It was like raining an earlier ago. So yeah. And then for some reason it just decided to go into snow. Gotta go, be right back. Alright, man. But yeah. Like I said, man. Shit, like, keep recording where they're at. Alright. I'll keep recording, whether you're here or not. Oh, that's sweet. Just because I'm driving slow. But yeah. Anyways, it was like raining early in the morning. Then I guess it decided to go snow for some reason. I don't even know. So right now it's 1:59. It's 2 o'clock. Good thing I took the dogs out a few minutes early. Let's see. The Brother Supreme podcast is going to be canceled throughout this weekend because of family event issues and whatnot. So I don't know if I should bring it up, but past Sunday, I just recently found out that my grandma Holbrook passed away. So yeah, and I believe the service was yesterday. And my parents are going to be leaving from Missouri tomorrow morning. They'll be bringing in a new pet as part of our family now. I keep forgetting what his name was. That's like Tito or something like that. So something like that. The dog's name starts with a T, so I know it's like Tito or Tito or something like that. But with a name like that, I know the dog's gonna be a boy. The dog is a boy. It's a male. Almost up there. How you driving in the snow, man? Nicest crowded possible. Where's that berry back here? Like I said, this live drive be like the experience some interruptions. Really careful driving up on this stuff. Let's see. I see a cop car up ahead, down in Greece. It's like somebody was in an accident fender bender. Guess we'll find out. Alright, we're on West Ridge, about to turn north on North Avenue. I don't want to slide off or anything. It's 35, but I think we can turn right up on here somewhere. Alright, missed the turn. My brakes are fucking failing on me. Alright, let me see if I can turn over here at the church. I gotta make a turnaround at this church. My brakes are like iffy as fuck right now. Ah! Warlock Supreme's back. Brother Supreme. Alright, Warlock. Brother Warlock, you didn't miss much. It's just that, I missed the turn heading to the shops on West Ridge because of my brakes. So I'm making a turnaround at this Trinity, at this hospital. No, this church right now. Well, my brakes failed on me, so I'm making a turnaround at this church. I gotta remember to feather it. That's what I keep forgetting. Feather the damn brakes. Like, I'm driving this damn car as slowly as I can to avoid sliding and everything. Jesus Christ, man. Alright, so turn around. Alright, but no, we're Trinity Episcopal Church. What does that even mean? Is this a Spanish church or something? There we go, low traction again, just like at the house. So, no problem. Alright. Now let's see if I can turn. Looks like I can make it, but I'm waiting for this car to come by. I did not need, well, I'm listening to, I got a radio station going on right now, but it's turned all the way low. I'm not sure if you can hear it, but it is 96.5 WCMF. It's a classic rock. It's a Rochester classic rock station, so they play everything from like AC/DC, Metallica, Black Sabbath, Ozzy, and all that type of stuff. I'm listening to Dio or Dio, Holy Diver, the original Holy Diver. Alright, we've successfully made it to the shops on West Ridge. Something having to fuck up. Let's see if we can find a parking spot. There's a few. There's one at the end over here. Let's see if this is true. Yep, there's a spot. Oh, easy, 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 boy. Easy, big boy. Oh, you want to do it. And we have. Turn that off. Turn the car off. Alright. We made it. Shops on West Ridge. Oh shit. Forgot my microphone was attached to my seatbelt. I'm attached it to my coat now. Hey, they made it. Yeah, I made it, man. I made it. Oh yeah. Yay, I mean, yeah. Yeah, I made it. There's a bad connection again. Yay. Yay, I mean. Hey, Warlock. Dig the bandana? Alright, we're getting out the car now. This is gonna be weird. Because I'm gonna get looks at from. It's gonna be totally weird me doing this vlog. People are gonna stare at me and looking at me like, why he's got a microphone plugged into his freaking. Like, why does he got a cell phone plugged into his. A microphone plugged to his cell phone? Yeah, I'm doing the Tommy thing. That's where I got the idea, because Tommy and I do have my power morpher on me with the tiger coin. Oh. Alright. You are walking in now. I am doing it for YouTube. And we just made it inside. Check over here. There's this one spot where this guy's got a lot of Star Wars lightsabers. Excuse me while I move you, War Machine. Okay, so I'm at this one spot over here where this guy sells like toys and whatnot, and you gotta check out this. Tell me that's uninteresting. Lightsabers. Lightsabers, man. Did you catch the lightsabers? Yeah, but here's the thing though. Yeah, here's a this guy is like selling them for like $6 each. And we also check this out. If I could flip it back over. Now check that out, man. It's a transformer. It's a Star Wars transformer ship. So you got Anakin, and then I forgot. You're supposed to press a button, and then the Vader helmet pops up. But yeah, that's pretty cool. How much is he selling that for? $8 for the Star Wars. $8 for the Star Wars Anakin lightsaber. Anakin Darth Vader thing. Yeah, I'm kind of like a both. I'm into green and blue lightsabers. Found him.
What's up, dude?
How's it going, Mike?
Not bad, man. How you doing?
Still kicking. Oh, man. Issue 22. Issue 22, a Mighty Morphin. Check out the comics. It is a lot of comics. Back to me now. Tim Drake search for Supreme or other comics you might like. Oh, I know he does have Doctor Strange somewhere. Yeah. Doctor Strange. Yeah, I'm doing a live vlog on my YouTube channel.
You're what?
I'm doing a live vlog on my YouTube channel.
What's that?
One of my friends is watching right now. So how you been?
Not too bad. All ready for Christmas?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Got all your shopping and stuff done?
Yeah, the parents are leaving from Missouri tomorrow morning.
Yep. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
All right, buddy.
Got the old geezer here.
Hey, come on. Niles said just give him 20 minutes notice. He'll have our cars cleaned up. Yeah. So you all set? Set for the holidays?
Pretty much. My parents are down in Missouri because what was it? Past the this past Sunday, I found out bad news that my last grandparent, my grandma Holbrook, ended up passing away.
Oh, sorry to hear that.
Isn't it natural cause though? She had developed like bronchitis, so she wasn't feeling well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're in Missouri?
Yeah, they'll be leaving from there tomorrow morning. So like Christmas Eve.
You're not going to drive it all in one day, are they?
Well, they have my GPS, so there's an easier way to get from there back to Rochester, like more quickly somehow.
Well, there's part of it.
Even with like all the snow going on today as well. So it might take them a little bit longer.
It would take them a lot longer because this storm's pretty big. I mean, it's
yeah. It was like raining at first this morning, and then it's like for some reason it changed it to snow. I'm like, what the heck? It's weird.
Yeah, because I got the slush out of the driveway, and then and I was doing it, and it was like sleet starting, and then all of a sudden it went right to snow.
Yeah. It's weird. It's been a weird. The weather's been acting weird lately. But yeah.
You need to stop the snow and get above freezing so that it all melts.
Yeah. Did you hear about that? Trying to think. Did you hear about that tax cut that Trump's doing?
Yeah.
And then the whole stupid ordeal with the FCC.
Oh, the net neutrality thing is going to screw so many people.
Yeah.
It's going to screw so many businesses.
How you doing?
What's up, man?
I thought, like...
How's it going?
Pretty good.
Alright.
Key for that box.
The box?
Yeah.
Like I kept reading about it and looking more into about it, and it was like, yeah, FCC is gonna screw us over with that thing. Venomverse. You a Venom fan?
Now the little guy is.
Ah.
Here you are, sir.
Thank you.
You're very
They got
welcome.
big bags up front.
What's that?
I think they got big bags up front. It's snowing really bad.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, because you would get out the door, I'll walk up with them so they don't question it. if you want, I'll stand at the door and hold that while you get your car and bring it around. Because I don't have bags there. Usually the only thing
Be
you
right
have are
back to the
boxes,
shovel.
right?
Okay.
I don't know. They might have larger bags up
We
there.
can ask, but I'll walk up. If not, I'll stand there where you get
I
your
think
car.
they might.
What's that?
They might.
You know what? Nah, don't worry about it. I'll put my coat over it. Well,
Are you going to leave now?
yes.
Okay, I'll walk.
Hey, well, yeah.
Yeah, because if you don't, I
What's up, dude? How you doing?
Hello.
Hey, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good.
So you got any comics for me? I know you got Power Rangers for me. So yeah, was it? I read the latest issue of Mighty Morphin. Was it issue number 21? I'm not sure if you're into the comic itself,
I haven't read it, no.
but they were able to finally bring back Zordon into the command center.
Nice.
Yeah. And they still have what's the monster's name? Finster, the one who creates the monsters. They have him in prison in the what was it called? The pocket dimension?
Okay.
Yeah. So kind of like the lower level of the command center. So yeah. Then there was one scene in there in the comic that the Rangers teamed up with this character named Grace, who's like who's
No, had a big black bag.
Cool. Here you are, sir. These are the variants. The regular issues will be in next week because I had put in the order after the initial order. They send them after they fill everybody else's stuff.
Okay.
So I didn't have enough to put out or to fill the rest of yours, but the standard covers will be in next week. Those I might not be able to get all 4 of the variants for this, but for 4, but 5 and 6 you should be all set for. Okay. 6 you're definitely all set for. 5 I'm pretty sure that they all went in as updating.
Okay.
What's that?
I'll pay for that one next week.
Yeah.
Alright.
You guys all ready for Christmas?
I think so now. Come back in and
Yep. Right down there at the bottom shelf. What you got going on the rest of today? Just running around, or is this it, and then you get to chill?
I don't know, is this it? hoping it was that, but I guess not.
That's cool. Yeah.
On there's people that do like the older comics, like the dollar lot. Well, they started a penny. I got like a bunch of them for like $1. Got like some old Iron Man, Captain America. I got like 2 of the Watchmen from the '86.
The original ones?
I think so.
Nice.
So now I gotta find somebody that's either a Watchmen fan or find out what I guess they just sit there and get. Not really a Watchmen.
I saw them. I still have never read it. I've seen the movie. I read the newer stuff.
Yeah, I was like, I heard good things, but I watched them. I don't know if the movie's just not as good as the comic, but I don't know.
It's from everything that I've heard. It's close, but not. There's a couple, I guess, of like story parts that they changed pretty drastically. But like there's a lot of his like exposition and like dialogue that's in the comic that never really made it into the movie. So the movie, you get more of like the watered down. They just kind of skip a lot of the stuff that he deals with in the comic. Because like the comic, the whole like focus of the comic is like who polices the police, like who watches the Watchmen. Like that's the quote that's all over the place in the comic and in the movie. And the whole premise is like, all right, you can have superheroes, but what happens when your superheroes stop being heroes and they just decide like, all right, so we've helped all these people that can't help themselves. Why don't we just want all these people that can't help themselves to take their shit? And you get like one of the group of the heroes that like tries to just destroy everything and take what he can and what he wants, and the rest of them are like, maybe we should do something about this. Well, one of them is like, maybe we should do something about this, and the rest of them are like, why? He's not coming after us. We might benefit from this. Yeah, it's like the comics themselves are really freaking dark. Like, really, really dark. The movie is sort of dark.
I tried, because he had number 1, 7, and 6. I got 7 and 6 for $1, but number 1 just $38. So I was like, I'm not a Watchmen fan, so yeah. And then come to find out that's actually cheaper from what the first one's going for.
For the first one, yeah.
I was like, oh, probably should have. Even resold it for more. Because I wasn't even looking at it. I was just like, yep. It's all the old ones. Then I got a whole bunch. He's selling a whole bunch of Marvel team ups, like Spider-Man, Iron Man, Spider-Man, Miss Marvel, all like 60-cent comics. I'm like, I'll win a couple of these.
Nice. Now you need them all.
Oh yeah, I mean, I gotta get them all.
Eventually.
Yeah.
Gotta get them all.
Spider-Man, Spectacular Spider-Man, Peter Parker Spider-Man.
They're not actually reboots. So they're all kind of like... I know some of them are reboots. Well, reboot's the wrong word. Like, Elseworld? Kind of?
Yeah.
Like, if you know what the Elseworld stuff is. It's kind of like that. Like, it's a story that's not in continuity at all.
Okay.
But they wanted to do it. So they did. but I know that like Spectacular, Amazing, and Peter Parker's Spider-Man are all just like 3 series. It's kind of like what they do now with like 5 different X-Men books or like 3 or 4 different ongoing Spider-Man. Like it's all happening at the same time. It's just different like stories.
Is that Peter Parker, Spider-Man, or anything? Because I mean, I don't really want to hit on them.
That I would say those are going to be a gamble only because if I remember, I never read Spider-Man, but if I remember correctly, Peter Parker's Spider-Man had a lot of the phone stuff.
Yeah, I've seen it. Phone station.
I think. And pretty much anything that came out in the like later 80s or like almost all of the 90s are worthless. Just because of how, not because they're bad, but because of how many they printed. Like people, that was when like the boom hit and everybody was like, oh my god, comics are going to be worth millions of dollars in the future, so let's just invest in them instead of like regular investments. So like they were printing millions of copies of a lot of these issues. So like when you go around and you see dollar bins, that's why you see like mostly 80s and 90s stuff in dollar bins. Certain books out of the 80s and 90s, because of the movies and the effect that they have on the secondary market now, some of those books spike. Like New Mutants 98. If you had gone looking for that book before the Deadpool movie came out, or before they announced that they were going to do a movie for it, that book was in dollar bins everywhere across the freaking country because one, it's a shitty book. Like it is one of the worst Deadpool stories ever written, and one of the worst Deadpool stories ever drawn. Like it's a horrible, horrible pile of crap. And he's one of my favorite characters. So like, and there's millions of them all over the freaking place. But as soon as they announced that movie, every one of those copies got pulled out of the dollar bins. They got pulled out of every single long box across the country and stuffed into back rooms. And now there's millions of them sitting in back rooms waiting to be sold for $1,000 a piece. Yeah. So like any of the 90s stuff that you see going for a lot of money online, it's only going to hold that value for the next maybe year or two, because those books aren't really worth that much. Just like I said, and it's all because of how many there are and how easily available they are. And the only reason they're not easily available right that specific, like right this second, is because everybody pulled them out of their boxes to try and sell them online for a whole lot of money.
I know that Teen Titan ones are starting to come a little bit more available. I think I got like 3 of them. Like,
it's not bad.
But go online, see one person trying to sell for 50, another trying to sell for 65.
If you ever want to get like a good idea of what a book is actually worth on the secondhand market, and again, it's only right that specific second because they jump the moment that a bad movie comes out. Like I bought a lot of the Inhuman stuff, and there was a whole bunch of those Inhumans books that started creeping up, both modern and older ones that were like creeping up in value. As soon as that TV show came out, it plummeted. Every last one of them. Because of not because of a bad review for the show, because the show sucks. Like it's a bad show, and that can completely kill a book, a character, an entire. I mean, you're talking Inhumans, so it's not a single character; it's an entire race of characters, and an entire line of books that are now pretty much like
Tissue paper.
Yup.
Blow your nose.
Yep. But
I gotta read the one I just. Another one I got was Deadpool and the Punisher.
yeah, that's a cool series. I read the first one. I haven't finished it yet though.
Yeah, I got that and like a bunch of the rebirths, like number ones, like Green Arrow. Like,
How are they doing online right now in the second hand?
I haven't really seen too much on
5 to 10.
Yeah.
Ish.
Them ones I don't even know. Didn't think I was going to win anything. I won all of them. Okay, and I'll just say nothing. They just must not know this guy exists, or he must have put a bad typing on whatever he put on or something.
I've talked to a couple of guys that are like, they don't know what they're listing, or there's that just like, yeah, I wanted to put $100 on here, but I listed it for 10 and no reserve. Yeah, dude, I got this. One dude bought like a long box of 2 or 3 years ago. When Marvel redid, or when they were doing the Marvel Now stuff, and they were doing those red banners on every single one of their books, there were like a dozen of those books that like skyrocketed in value for a little bit. I bought a long box that had like 15, 20 copies of a whole bunch of them. They were gorgeous books. I think they were like 50 cents a piece, he figured out. Like, price of the entire box and then divided by what he got in it. And he sold one of them and made his box money back. Like one single comic out of that box.
I need that kind of deal. I'm getting deals, but not like that.
Yep.
I got that. I got a couple variants of the metal, the first one. One where like Batman's in like full armor and then there's like Joker on like a pig-looking creature with a sickle. And then another one I got where like Batman's in armor and there's like a dragon blowing fire on him.
Yeah, that one was really freaking cool looking.
I think I got them two, Teen Titans one, and a couple of the Giants for like
Did you find any of the Teen Titans variants for that issue? Did they do a variant for that issue?
They did one variant.
It was just those standard variants?
It was like, instead of it being like Robin and Starfire on the front, it was like kind of all of them on the back of kind of creatures, like a white background. I actually found that one too. I bought that one.
For 15?
Yeah.
Wow, hold on to that.
Yeah. So, hold on. They just released, they're doing a second printing of the Teen Titans. Instead of it being like green, it's like red in the background.
I was debating whether or not to order a couple copies because I know there's a lot of people looking for it, but everybody wants the copy they can sell. They don't want to just read the book.
Well, if you order some, I'll definitely take 2 of them.
Of the second print?
Yeah.
Okay.
I like red, so I mean, it's a red background. That works for me. If nobody else wants it, I'll definitely take it too. But thank you very much.
Yeah,
Appreciate
man.
it.
You guys have a great Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Happy New Year.
You too.
What's up, where you got going on today? Anything fun when you get out of here? Yeah, you're going to be shoveling all night, boy. If you're home alone.
No, I don't need to because my dad drives a Dodge Durango, so he's got like a freaking SUV truck.
Oh, nice.
So he don't need to worry about getting in and out.
But
Me,
Tell your friend, tell her, hey, come on over tonight. Let her cook dinner and shovel the driveway.
Have Ian do the driveway for you.
Don't tell her
Just
do
invite
not
her
tell
over.
her I said that. Do you hear me?
Yeah. God, here's what you do. You invite her over. Tell her that you guys are going to do some outdoor activity. But don't tell her what it is. And then when she gets over to your house, just be standing in the front door with 2 shovels.
Next week.
Just try and warn her not to wear like a dress or anything. Because I know she likes to wear dresses. Because if she does, then you're going to be out there alone shoveling.
And then tell her when she's done with the driveway, say, look, I want you to warm up so you can use the oven in the kitchen while you're cooking to warm up. But you don't share that we told you this. You know, that doesn't go with it. Oh, no.
It's on live on my vlog.
What's that?
Uh-oh.
Shouldn't have said anything, old man.
We have to go raise that phone.
Can't. Once I'm done going live, it goes upload.
I'm glad I'm going away for a while.
This is the guy who told me to do this.
339 is your total.
You take dollar coins? Boy. $3. Oh wow, I get 11 cents back.
What's that?
I get 11 cents back.
Here you go, son. Oh man. Did you see Star Wars yet?
Last Jedi? Dude, you have like no idea how like many times I want to plan to see that film.
You haven't gone yet?
But it's like I still need to watch The Force Awakens first.
Again?
To,
Wait, have you
to-
seen Force Awakens
No.
at all?
No.
Oh, really?
No.
Oh, I thought you had.
You can watch it while she's shoveling.
I would have to go drive over to Walmart, buy that shit on DVD and Blu-ray.
Red Box.
I don't have credit card on me.
Tell her to bring her credit card. This could all work out in your favor.
Well, she does have an ESL bank account, but she's still trying to figure out how to activate her card though, because she needs like proof of ID or like a passport.
Yep. You gotta get on that and see that, dude.
But yeah, I have to watch the Force Awakens first to understand
Did you
the
see?
continuation.
You saw Rogue One, right? Really? I thought you saw that. Rogue One is awesome.
As far as I know, I'm still with the six main
Yep.
story movies.
Yeah, you're gonna like Force Awakens. Force Awakens is really good. Rogue One is one of my favorites. I haven't seen the new one yet, though.
But yeah.
I haven't seen any of them.
You've seen the original ones.
First the originals.
You've at least seen parts of
New
them with
Hope.
us when we were kids.
Yeah,
Empire
parts of
Strikes
them.
Back, Return of the Jedi.
See if I saw them. I don't
And
remember.
then there was the other following three that were actually prequels.
I don't remember seeing them. I may have seen
You never
part
saw
of
the
them.
prequels, but I know you saw them.
Well, in actual chronological order, it goes Phantom Menace, Attack of the Clones, Revenge of the Sith, A New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, and then Return of the Jedi. But the Rogue One story ties in between 3 and 4.
3 and 4.
Trying to think. The Force Awakens is a few years later on
Well,
after
it's like
a year or two.
no, it's like 20 or 30 years later.
20 or 30 years later after Return of the Jedi. Then with this new one, then the follow-up one, The Last Jedi. And then there's also the comic, and then the books as well.
Books don't count anymore.
They don't tie into the story anymore?
Nope. The only thing in the current that's canon now are the movies and the comics.
Really?
Yep.
Huh.
Everything else, and none of the old comics. Like all the old comics, all the old books, everything got dropped out of continuity. So only the current Marvel comics, because even the old Marvel comics got dropped out of continuity.
Huh.
Excuse me.
Learning something new every time.
Oh, excuse me.
Well, wasn't it like... Wasn't there like a couple of the Star Wars video games that kind of tied into it?
They all used to, but they don't anymore. That's what I'm saying. Like after the new movie, after Disney bought Lucas Films,
Right.
or LucasArts Studios, and Marvel got the rights to the comics back, they dropped everything. Like none of the games are in continuity anymore. Only games that are going to be coming out, and only when they're specifically like chosen as part of the new canon will actually work in. The rest of it is all just Elseworld stuff now, I guess.
He says so. It's right.
All right. What about I'm trying to think. What about the trying to figure out what that show was. Star Wars Rebels.
From what I understand, again, they used to be considered canon. They are not canon anymore. Although Rebels,
Because
might
it's
still
because it's
be-
kind of it's
only because
being
that's
showed
where-
on the Disney Channel though.
Well, I know, but because they created it before they started redoing all the Star Wars stuff.
Right.
I'm not sure if they consider that canon anymore. I know that one of the characters that came out of it is in the canon, but I don't know that they're considering those stories part of canon. Because I know that Kanan kid is in the current. He's in the Marvel comics from a few years ago.
Right.
So he's technically in the new canon, but I don't know if they're gonna if Rebels or Clone Wars or any of those cartoons are considered continuity anymore.
Because was like because like to me I still consider Force Unleashed 1 and 2 as part of the story.
They're still part of the old universe. Like all that stuff that they did before is all still part of that universe.
Yeah.
It's just the new stuff is all just a separate Star Wars universe.
Damn you, Disney. Got ruined the fun out of
Damn
everything.
you, Lucas. For selling it and letting it happen.
Yeah.
Maybe Christmas music back there.
Who's your fucking hell. Who's your TV service provider?
Dish.
If you what was the channel? 198? So the forgot what it was that they were doing. The Dish U log. It's like
I don't know. Because dishes last weekend we didn't have dish for 3 days because of the amount of snow that was stacked up on the dish, and I can't get at it. I bet you it's going to happen again today too.
Probably. Yeah, but Dish was it? Dish is doing like this this whole holiday event thing through their network, and channel 198 they just have like the Yule log.
I have to look. Oh, they did that last year. I think you did it for the first time, wasn't it?
Yeah, for like Christmas.
Yeah. I haven't looked. I haven't even looked this year to see if they did it.
No, they did it. But if you change the channel to 198, it's the Dish Yule log, but you can either watch it in like the standard or the high.
HD.
Yeah.
I'll have to check that out when I go home. Now that you say that, I remember them talking about it last year, and I didn't even think about it this year.
No, they're still playing it.
Nice. I'll check that out. I know I had a terrible time this morning trying to get the newspaper because I read it online. And there must have been so many people off today reading it at the same time that it wouldn't let us in.
Oh yeah?
I had to wait over an hour before it finally quit telling me there was an error.
Well, what was it? I had my TV running and I had it on the channel 198, the Yule log. I woke up at like around 8 in the morning, looking at my TV. This freaking thing comes up saying that
Oh, you haven't activated it. You haven't done anything with it lately, so it goes to that telling you got to select.
no. There's a thing that came up because there's like some snow buildup on the
Dish.
on the satellite.
Yeah.
So it's like,
That's what I had last week.
so I'm like, crap. Either remove the snow off the stupid thing or just let it pass for a bit.
Yeah.
But it was like, well, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna pop in season 1 of Rick and Morty.
That show is so good.
I love it, man. It's funny. Still waiting for the 3rd season to come out on DVD.
I'm waiting for them to put it up somewhere where I can stream it. Freaking, like all my friends have seen it already.
I think it's because of the
I haven't seen it.
I know you can watch the episodes on the Adult Swim app.
Do you have to pay for the?
I'm not sure.
App?
I haven't downloaded it, but my guess, probably kind of. Because if anything, it's gonna be like Netflix in a way.
Yeah, it'll probably be like $7 or $10 a month.
Yeah. Because like as soon as you start the app, they're gonna ask you like, oh, what's your TV cable provider?
Yeah.
It's like, it's like, do you have Direct? Do you have Dish? Do you have Time Warner?
I might get home and find out that my ditch is covered with snow too. I don't know why they put it on the roof.
Ours is like,
No, you ready, D?
trying to think.
Yeah, I don't know why they put it on the roof because you can't get at it.
Ours is like, because
Our way up.
no, because we have like a. Because it's like like a two level ranch house.
Oh yeah, split level.
It's got like it has a split level roof to it, and if you look at the back of our house, it's right there. It's like right there at the edge.
Yeah.
But it's next to the window of my brother's bedroom. So it's like you can get. So it's like if you can open his
outside.
back window and look out and go out and look outside, it's like right there.
Yeah, see, mine.
Easy. It's like easy access to get to it.
I got a colonial, and mine's way up. No way.
Ladder.
No way.
Not happening. It's like I'm not taking it. Just climbing up a ladder, but it's still going on. But yeah, ours is like right there next to the back window
That's nice,
of my
'cause
bro.
you can clean it off then.
Yeah. So it's like you just like open the window, grab like a snow brush or whatnot, just like brush it right off. But you gotta make sure you don't use the ice scraper end, otherwise.
No, you don't want to scratch the dish at all.
Yeah. Just like brush it off, and you can get the channels back up and running.
Yeah. Hey, how you doing? How are you?
But yeah. What was it?
Those are storage books for your comments.
Yeah, do kind of.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Because I usually see the big ones, not really.
Yeah.
White.
Those are nice because they're small. They're easier to lift.
There they are.
Well, yeah, what was it? I think it was like, what was it? The past Sunday, I was on the Sci-Fi channel, and the reason why I was watching it is because they were playing what was it? The Mad Max Fury Road.
Oh yeah.
The one with what's his name? Tom Hardy in it as Mad Max. So I'm watching the whole movie, and I'm like, okay, I get it. But it's like
Are you looking for anything in particular?
There was a Godzilla up there that I wanted to get my brother, but I guess it's gone now.
My son will be right back. It's his business. He could tell you because if it's gone, I know he sold one this morning,
Yeah, that must be it.
but he may have. I don't know if he has another one here or not. He should be right back.
was it by any chance the Shin Godzilla?
No.
No.
There's one for the, I think it was 2001. There's that one.
It's right there.
It's my
Oh, the
son's-
SH
my
Figure
son's
Arts one?
favorite Godzilla. the time he was a kid, we'd watch all the Godzilla movies.
I have them all.
Do you?
Yes.
It's
Between
still
him
the-
and my son.
And the best
My
one
husband.
still is the original Raymond Burr. It's still the best.
Talking about the Toho ones? Yeah. I think my favorite one was SOS and Final Wars. Yeah, Tokyo SOS and Final Wars. I still like all the other ones as well. Oh boy. What are you been up to?
Nothing. Getting ready to leave. 3 weeks from tomorrow.
Yeah? Where you headed?
Go down where it's no snow, hopefully.
Florida?
Myrtle Beach.
Nice.
Be down there for about 2.5 months.
Isn't that where they got the I know they have a racetrack down there.
Big is, for the real big races. But in South Carolina, you have where,
There's like racetracks everywhere in the U.S.
I think it's Darlington. It's in South Carolina.
I know.
Out there every Sunday and
Like,
yeah, Daytona 500. Yeah.
that's like the big.
Oh yeah.
It's like the big one right there.
Yeah, I think that's one of the biggest ones, biggest races.
Right, that is
Yeah, and that
Daytona.
is in Florida.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I think isn't that like Memorial Day or it's right around a holiday, I think.
Something like that. But it's, I know, like Daytona 500. That's like the biggest NASCAR race ever.
Yeah. It's expensive sport.
My brother's like a huge Dale Earnhardt Jr. fan.
Is he?
Yeah.
Didn't he either retire or he retires the end of this year, I think.
I think so.
He announced his retirement, I think.
Supposed to be retiring.
Yeah. It's not a job I'd want.
I know Gordon needs to quit pretty soon. It's been like forever. Like years. It's like, dude, you gotta give. It's like you gotta retire sooner or later, man.
Yeah, the first time we watched a race down there, what was his name, Bobby Labonte or whatever his name was, he won. He's a young kid.
Yeah.
I think it was his first year racing that he won or something, this one race.
All right.
And we sort of followed him. I mean, when there was a race and he was in it, we'd root for him. But I can't sit there for hours watching cars going around.
They're making a left turn. They're making
they
another
are. Go
left
left.
turn. Anywhere, you're not gonna miss a thing. Yeah. And I was over at the one booth over there looking at the freaking lightsabers that guy still has over there so far. Like, see,
Say, will you take $4? First, the most they can say is what? No. You may say yes.
negotiate.
That's it.
Yeah. Alright, I gotta end this live stream. Want to say bye?
Bye.
Say bye to the people of YouTube.
Bye, people.
Yes.